Anyway, while having millions of rebels floating, I'm fine to just prioritize this 30k to deal with Austria. So let's go ahead and declare that restoration of Union Casus Belli War. Coalition is being created. Now I am shocked, guys. Who else can join it? Hey guys, this is Zlewikk and welcome back to my Castile campaign. You see, after 30 years, we've got a decent country, all just conquered for ourselves. 77 income, more importantly, good balance, good amount of manpower and force limit, and plenty of subjects. We've got Pion Burgundy, Aragon, Navarra, Portugal, Naples, and then Byzantium and Bulgaria are our subjects. I was actually thinking that keeping Navarra as a PO is a bit of waste of relations limit. I could just abandon that PO and kill them later. For now, we've got the Austrian-Burgundian Liberation War because I got the Burgundian inheritance and now I have to defend it. Also, the number of the troops we have a good advantage. It's just gonna slow me down doing the other thing that I planned for now. If you're looking to buy any games in the near future and you're wondering if there is any discount on this game, I do recommend checking sponsor of these videos, eneba.com, which is our marketplace with games for all of the platforms, from Steam, for PlayStation, Xbox, GOG, anything that you're looking for will be here. There will be both new games, but also any classics that you'd like to try for the first time, and especially the classics will be having very nice discounts. So if you'd like to support the channel at the same time while getting a nice discount, remember to check the video description and the pinned comment to get the link. I'm really curious about army quality of Austria. Got 5.1 morale, they at 3.9. If I build that army, I can get Armies of Iberia mission, which is additional morale damage. And with a big navy, Spanish Armada is gonna give me morale of navies, ship cannons, and perma claims for England. To complete this mission, while England or Great Britain follow heretic religion, while being eligible for personnel will instead get a restoration union. So we're not gonna click it until England takes a different religion, which might take probably 100 years. Why is beating Austria ASAP? Just to have short-term truce, so in 5 years we go for the PUCP. Now with this done, let's prepare for a war with the Ottomans. Let's see, what the truce ends in... So it's not war to shorten that truce. So I'm gonna prepare for the war with the Mamluks instead. That was the promised war of Holocaust. It's gonna be extremely useful, but also missionary and missionary strength. And now the question is, can we seize land from Aragon if we really wanted to? See, that's an issue with PUs, you can't do that, and I would really love to get Malta. But instead I'm gonna start saving money soon to start improving Alhambra to get the beautiful admin efficiency. Anyway, I'm gonna already pick the Crown of Austria because that's siege ability are used in that war against the Mamluks. There's Tic Tac 5, 34,000 troops. Fezzan will help, so how about we take Fezzan as a co-belligerent, which is gonna get Togort into the war. So we clean the borders around here a bit. Since I'm expanding a lot now, and next idea group will be administrative, I'm gonna focus admin already. And get this guy on level 2 for sure. I'm looking for someone that is discounted. There goes the last deploy idea. Since we've hit Tech 7, I already created 10,000 cannons for one stack, 1,000 for another. Just when switching with this big of stacks, we have to keep in mind to not over-attrition it. The borders I'm taking with Mamluks are absolutely glorious. Yeah, I know about the diplo points and overextension. Actually, because of that overextension, let me wait to core as provinces first. And I should fix my GAF capacity for sure, so let's go to burghers, or no, clergy, and take some GAF capacity from them. We're definitely waiting for Tech 8 or additional GAF capacity as well as the card house building. Okay, let's have some fun. I will also go and concentrate that one state is to drop this, hopefully below 100. Let's also do this state. Yeah, now that I core this last province is gonna be below 100 of overextension, so it will not hurt from negative events. I should add some of this to trade company. How about we do that? And this too as well. So I do have money to invest into that immediately. Let's take a look if that's enough to get 1 or 2 merchants. Egypt is easy. For Levant, yeah, I'm very close. We just need to get buildings there, I assume. How about we just do this in the meantime? That's something for later. Worst part is that Alexandria does not go to us. It goes to Genoa, it goes to Constantinople, and it goes to Venice. So it's kind of useless to us. Probably the best thing we could do is just to collect here and collect in Aleppo. Anyway, while having millions of rebels floating, I'm fine to just prioritize this 30k to deal with Austria. So let's go ahead and declare that restoration of Union Casus Belli War. Coalition is being created. Now I am shocked, guys. Who else can join it? Morocco? Morocco is allied to Ottomans anyway. I will have to declare the Ottomans before piecing out Austria, because piecing out Austria is gonna create another coalition in Europe. I'll just start burning a bit of professionalism and building up my army even higher. All that Enrique, still looking for a good heir. Anyway, here goes tech 7 in admin. Ideally I should take something military with amount of the mill points that we are having, like offensive for the siege ability. But I really don't want and need admin ideas. My mill points, I will invest into deving. For example, I have a mission to dev Almeria twice. Let's do that. Ideally we get this guy's loyal. It's not easy. How about to take enforced interfaith dialogue to help a bit with that? We did manage to get Ottomans out of the coalition with the new troops. I think the fact that I weakened my enemy also matters a lot, because look, I already killed 60,000 of them and it's mostly stack wipes. There we go. Let's peace out Austria. As told you, that's plenty of AE. That's why I have to be ready to declare on the Ottomans immediately. And I want to peace out faster than later, because these guys are about to take Vienna back. That obviously changed the Emperor in the HRE, and I might want to try dismantling it later on. But for now, look at this. That definitely be a collision. But for now, this is our players map modes. We've got another 2 unions in our hands, and definitely we need to improve relations with both of them. And let's do that immediately. 1, 2, 3 days. Let's declare the Ottomans. And let's go for the conquest of Constantinople. If Morocco will join. Can I make Morocco co-belligerent? Yes. Let's do that. I really can't get a good heir in this game. I mean, I got all my luck early on to get this queen. See, thanks to improving relations with nations like Bohemia and Brandenburg, they didn't join the coalition. Venice, it dropped by the time they finished the war. They're not in that coalition. I just may have to make sure that do not join it once they peace out the Ottomans, but there's no risk. These guys will just dissolve the coalition sooner than later. I'm more worried about actually this guy's joining. Let's see, Colonial and Great Ord. What do they care? I just reconquer Orthodox provinces. Yeah, nobody cares. This 5th heir that I will have with this area, and all of them are named Enrique. And there it is. The coalition is dissolving. And soon also the AE will drop enough for these guys to not be able to rejoin. I was also using the macro builder diplomacy to improve with outreach countries, so many of these also have positive relations with me already, so they can't rejoin. So the Ottomans accept all of the cores of my subjects. It's all of them, right? Yes, except all of the cores of my subjects. They're also gonna give me 1.2 thousand ducats. It's a bit of an investment for the future. So now I can go ahead and start annexing Byzantium. 1501, it's gonna be a bit faster because I'll soon get this bonus for the Diplo annexation cost. And I should probably also start annexing these guys as well. I have enough of Diplomana generation. Just take this technology first to be up to date. I created a micro and node in Constantinople. I need more trade share, that's for the next war of the Ottomans. But 52, I'm transferring from Aleppo and Alexandria. And obviously then I have another one in Sevilla, just instead of transferring from Safia and collecting here now, because I have 63% attached here. We might just want to get rid of these French pirates. And another Enrique. Let's just finally clear the borders here in Africa. So this annexation is out of 1501. I can make it finish in 1499. And it had to happen. Isabel died without a kid. So I got a random ruler, which is not bad. Honestly, I don't care that much. You better watch this. What kind of beautiful borders I'm creating. This is art. And I'm continue working on it. You see, the shape is going towards what? Roman Empire, which will be probably my end goal for this campaign, on top of getting the achievements. It's also time to start going towards Thresias. I obviously need to be out of Age of Discovery to get them. And the Reform Desire is going slowly, but I will invest into more barracks to get it. If I take a treasurer temporarily, I can take the Reformed Treasury, which requires me to have much more income, which I already have, which is the Spanish dollar event. That gives me for 20 years inflation reduction, global trade power, and burghers loyalty. It improves my monarch's admin skill. That's gonna be 6 actually. That is really good for us. I could also improve our capital. It needs expand infrastructure and 5 buildings. It's gonna get 6 development in exchange and paper being produced instead of iron. It has 3 buildings. Let's make sure to build 2 more and expand infrastructure. I'm gonna then cancel that expand because obviously it hurts. Yeah, it hurts the GAF capacity just a little bit. Oh boy. About GAF capacity, the Duchess of Burgundy dies, which inherits Burgundy, which is great, but maybe not yet. That's a bit too early. Look at that. Actually, it's not that bad. I really need to take 8 or finish the admin ideas. I need the next admin idea for sure to unlock a colonist. And now Enrique is actually gold 664. Yeah, I'll be able to get rid of this guy in like what? When he started. 91 to in like 18 years. I definitely also need a fort in Benghazi just to block any guys trying to come to this kind of mainland already. There it goes. The colonies is unlocked. Which means I think I fucked up. Because we want a privilege that allows us to recruit the conquistadors and explorers. Could I buy maps from Portugal instead? Actually, about Portugal, are you even colonizing something? I was supposed to check that. They are, and I'm actually gonna send them even more money. So they'll be colonizing more. And let's try buying some maps from them. So I'll let them go for the new world. While myself, I'll go for Africa. There goes the new capital event. That paper is definitely of help. And system of councils requires me to have... Oh, I had the Cromland. Yeah. Well, we'll get it back to 50, mainly through deving actually, because we do have a lot of mana. Like, look at the middle points. And my own PU, my own subject, will not sell me maps. At least I can discover Sahel. Actually, nothing in the Sahel. I'll use the colonies to get the Tuat over here. Oh, it also means I've hit over 1,000 development. I just need more prestige to become an empire. Mr. Alhambra, it's time. I will be obviously aiming for level 3. I really need to get this mission. Fecho del Imperio. It requires me to have 2,000 development. I'm really getting there quickly. And in exchange, it is gonna extend my golden age. or start a new one depending on the timing. And it is gonna give me until the end of the game gov capacity and diplo annexation cost. Just to get it, I need to first get Trent. Could I try aiming for an ally of Trent that is outside of HRE, like Perugia? Yes, but they like me too much? How about we send you an insult? Stop liking me? What is this positive attribute? Yeah, and now I can get Trent to do that for no CB, just -1 stability. It is worth it. I was at like 8. He's slightly below gov capacity now, but more importantly, got the card house. Just make it cheaper and build it in as many provinces as possible. So I can start stating provinces that are in the English Channel. So instead of 19% of the trade power, it's gonna be more. Just need to make sure that level gives me a merchant. Yeah, that's 27. It's gonna obviously drop once I start a merchant here to 16. But it's still... Let's see how many ducats. It's still 7 ducats that I'm collecting. So there's this. That's additional improved relations and deeper rep. Definitely of use. Now we just need 600 more development. I got the Queen Consort Regency, which is actually not that bad of the news because it means in 10 years I'll get the 6-6 for Enrique de Alba. Loyal subjects is gonna finish the next session of Byzantium. And Birth of Colonialism, it is in my subjects land, so it's gonna spread to us quickly. I did have the privilege, right? Yep. Thank you. So Byzantium annexed Bulgaria on the way. We are only lacking 500 development. Dev, spending lots of mill points on a good amount of improvement to our military development. I think I have a mission to develop Sevilla actually, so that's gonna be of use. This way our maximum power is already at level of 91,000. Crownland is at 40, we need 7 more. Argos ability to upgrade rank to an empire, which is fixing slightly our ratio with gov capacity. Portugal immediately offers me the institution, which obviously I will accept. With last admin idea, that should fix the gov capacity issues. It's also another diplomat. Let me just go ahead and state all of the Burgundian provinces. Yeah, and I could also state some provinces around here that are not part of the trade companies. We want to decrease the overall autonomy. And in this whole state, the trade company, to get merchant just without using any other states for that. Let's see, this might not be enough. It actually was enough. And I don't even know where to use that extra merchant. How about we do that in Champagne? There goes the next session of Bulgaria, that was super fast. 1,600 already of development. I do have to figure out now what to do next. I'll probably... Yeah, I have to get rid of Navarra for sure. How about we do that? You're just casually hitting 200 income, guys. It's also time to clear the borders of Venice. I bet you see I have plenty of claims, but I'll maybe focus on Italy plus what they have here. Can't colonize as the Cold Legion because France would join. So let's just go for the conquest of Bergamo. And you see the Roman borders are starting to shape nicer and nicer over here. Through some playing toll, I got the Law and Order mission that gives me a town hall, a moving from progress until the end of the game, as well as state's guarantee cost. So instead of 1006, it's 967. It's really nice because it also means I can go and state a bit of more of the stuff that they took over from the Byzantines and Bulgarians. There might be hundreds of levels that I have to deal with and I keep dealing with, but it is all worth it for this pace of expansion. A big thing that I have to achieve now is to minimize my admin mana spending So I can get to Tech 10 and the next Aragon. And by next Aragon, when I form Spain, I'll get over 2000 development easily. So in my peace deal with Venice, I'll actually just separate peace their allies first. To just get some extra money and prestige. I don't need that much extra prestige because it's gonna hit 100 easily. But let me separate peace them, mainly for money. From the Knights, I definitely want to annex them, because they're allied to France, so I don't want to fight them again later. Which is gonna be a bit of AE, that I don't think people actually do care. So we're left with Venice. See, from Venice I'm gonna take stuff mostly for myself, because I have the province war score cost. I'll also give 2 provinces to my subject, that is Aragon. Cataro as well as Sio. And remember when I told you that for Aragon, I want to feed them some provinces before annexing, just to get these lands for free, without spending mana to core. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this war. You see, it's a bit of AE, people will care, but I'm fine with this amount of aggressive expansion. Maybe outside of Poland. So how about... Actually, I could ally them if I wanted to. How about we send them a royal marriage? Have an alliance. They're gonna not join the coalition, as if Poland can't join, no one will. But yeah, I'll immediately go and feed Aragon with all of these provinces that I just conquered. Just a reminder, to form Spain, I can give them 12 more provinces, which funny enough is exactly the amount that I took, +1. I'm just gonna keep for myself Kosovo and Corfu, and you see they are at 38, which does help saving a lot of mana, and obviously we do want a gold mine for ourselves. I have so much development, the gav capacity is problematic, but yeah, you see how much stuff I do have stated. And about that, since I'll be taking a bit of peacetime now to get that Tech 10 and let AE drop, how about we go and decrease autonomy wherever possible? Mostly in the Balkans, on the lands that I took from Byzantium as well as Bulgaria. Yeah, this is much better. And that amount of gav capacities, even with all of these card houses already built. I'll keep building them, but first we need to save money for the institution. No, Portugal, you are supposed to call us the new word of the Golden Ghost. There it is. Enrique IV is on the throne, and he does have a great consort and a great heir. This is just perfection. Well, maybe except the improved relations malus, which I could bird if I wanted to, but I will not. Let me use a bit of rebel suppression. With the size of our empire, it's definitely gonna help out to minimize the micromanagement about the rebels. Especially that my general unrest is not that big. Outside of, obviously, provinces where I decreased the autonomy. The colony in Tuat finished, which means I can make a claim on Timbuktu. Why I can't make a claim on Timbuktu? Is it some else here? Oh, it's impossible. It is Timbuktu. I guess I need to wait for this to be discovered. But in the meantime, I can anyway start getting over here. Gondria technically just finished, but as I told you, I'll be able to start a new one thanks to our mission tree. So I got to Ivory Coast. I'm getting the West African ports mission, which is construction cost. Let's wait with clicking that for me to save more money, because first I need to spend it on embracing colonialism, which allows me to take this technology for just 400 ducats. But I could try building spy network on someone that has Tech 9 already. Like my subjects. What's their spy defense? Little. Let's build on Aragon. But how about we also do that on Sweden? So that is gonna give us additional tech cost, and I can wait until I hit the points cap. Also, I don't have any more possible rivals. Unfortunate. Finally, 1511. That's quite late. And we got the Protestant Reformation, which is good because it's gonna be making it easier to expand into Europe. My buildings cost is really low. I don't need much more manpower for now. I will invest first of all into some current houses. And then into some best workshops and churches. Remember, it gives death cost. The Comuneros. Plenty of unrest in my homeland. Or... No. I'm gonna handle that unrest. It's totally fine. Need to have a stack ready to handle this. So the unrest on average is like, what, 4 or 5. So if I send a stack directly for that, it could handle, but... The stack obviously handles Africa as well. Oh, whoa, I didn't read that. It's good because it will start very fast. That revolt is loading. What is currently pushing it? Stability less than 2. And Dutch is not an accepted culture. I mean, it will load anyway because I will soon get their different religion. So should ideally move my capital there, but I think forming Spain is gonna move my capital. Or maybe it doesn't. I just don't want my main node to be here yet. Although it might be worth it to move it to the English channel. Could I just accept the Dutch culture first? Instead of Algerian, I can accept Dutch. Let's just slow down for now and get stability to 2. We'll think about moving capital. Now that I'm hitting the points cap, you see I'm getting 2% of tech cost for tech 9 and tech 10. Next January I'm taking it. I just want to form Spain as the last step in this episode. Let's take tech 10, just 700, which allows me to boost my legitimacy to 100. To them, form Spain, which of course inherits Aragon automatically. New traditions and ambitions? Yes, please. Let's see. So now we have still morale, but we start with artillery fire. That's yearly papal influence, a colonist, and claims on the colonial regions, institution spread, reform progress growth, naval force limit, heavy ship combat ability, global tariffs, envoy tower time, prestige, diplomatic points, estates equilibrium when changing a privilege, and discipline at the end. Third idea group I will take is gonna be influence, because together with Adwin it's gonna give me diplomat annexation cost, and influence by itself also gives diplomat annexation costs, which then, accompanied with this mission, is gonna stack a lot of it. Let me just make sure that I take the Jesuits, more tolerance, and start filling this. Let's pass a month tick. So become the first great power. So I can click that mission, diplomat annexation cost, and Gov capacity modifier. Yeah, the Gov capacity is a bit better. And that's revolt. It's not loading. Look at this. So our current diplomat annexation cost is already at 40%, minus 40%. With this, it's gonna be minus 65%. With this, it's gonna be minus 80%. Strong? Quite strong. So annexation of subjects like Hungary or Austria is gonna be extremely cheap. From Portugal, but I don't plan to annex Portugal. I want them to colonize. See, they already have Caribas, and I want them to do more. But yeah, guys, this is it for today. I think that Spain is absolutely beautiful with 2,600 great power score, but over 2,100 of my own development. Will continue expanding towards the Roman Empire borders and the achievements, obviously. So I think I'll play at least part 3, maybe even part 4 if I'll be enjoying this campaign a lot. If you do enjoy this campaign a lot as well, let me know by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Bye!